everyone, I'm Kira.
And I'm Mika.
And welcome to another episode of Double Feature Podcast. We're going to be talking about underrated horror villains this episode.
Yeah, we wanted to show some love to some villains that, don't get a lot of praise, or who we think don't get a lot of praise.
Yeah, maybe you know of them, or you probably don't know of them.
Yeah, so, everyone always talks about Michael and Jason and Chucky, so we just thought it would be fun to kind of go over Kira and I's favorite underrated horror villains.
Oh, yeah, that's funny how you emphasize Chucky.
Huh?
You said Chucky.
Oh, I did?
Oh, no, I just noted that. Okay, so do you want to jump in and do the first one?
Oh, yes. So
your first one.
Yeah, one of my first ones. Yeah, we're going to be going back and forth. You guys know the drill. So my first one is the 2009 film, The Collector.
Ooh, that's good. Oh, I didn't even put the years, but people should know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
but
good
The
one.
Collector, I always say if you are a fan of like films like Saw, or like films where you're playing some games and the consequences can be maybe death. Usually death. Films like The Collector are a fun time. So I'll give a little brief synopsis. The Collector is played by Juan Fernandez de Alarcón. I don't know if I butchered that. The last name I definitely probably butchered. But the franchise, because it's it's supposed to be 3 films, is actually 2, right? We just learned that they're not going to be doing the 3rd film, unfortunately. But it's The Collector, The Collection, and the 3rd one was supposed to be called The Collected.
Oh, maybe it's coming out.
Well, who knows? But The Collector follows a serial killer whose main goal is he breaks into random people's homes and turns their homes into these big booby traps. And he always keeps one person alive. So every home he breaks in, let's say it's a family of 3, he'll keep one of those family members alive and move on to a new home and kind of use that family member as bait, which is crazy. But the level of booby traps that he sets up is crazy. I just felt like he is like top-notch villain. And I don't ever hear a lot of people talk about The Collector or The Collection, but they're great films. And The Collector, to me, is a very underrated villain.
Oh, wow, can I say, like, I'm not really going to give synopsises?
Oh, you're not? No, that's
yeah,
okay.
so no, you did real detail. So where I'm not giving synopsis, maybe you can add on to it. I kind of just listed the villains.
I can add because I want people to get a taste of what the villains do. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I'm going to give them, and I'll try to give a synopsis to the best of my ability, but I guess where I falter, you can add to it.
Okay.
That's a good one, though. I do like The Collector. I think I'm hearing more people start to, like, give him the praise he deserves, but that's really a good or underrated villain. So my underrated villain I chose, my first pick was Frankie G. The actor Frankie G playing Xavier in the very first Saw. Oh yeah, I just felt like usually people are looking at the main villains of those of that franchise, but I feel like Xavier in there was like a hardcore. He was one of the characters stuck in the initial, what was it, like a house of some sorts?
Which Saw is it?
The first Saw.
Oh, it's first Saw? Okay, yeah. I have to rewatch it.
Oh, yeah, he was just relentless in trying to take everyone out. Oh, my God, no, not the first Saw. My apologies, you guys. Saw 2. Okay, my bad. Oh, yeah, but he was relentless in trying to take people out to win. There was even a scene where he threw... Amanda like in that pile of needles.
I never seen you talk about
I
cringed on that one.
So and how would I describe Saw to the average person who hasn't seen it? I just feel like what's our main guy? Jigsaw, terminal illness. I'm not giving too much away here, you guys. And he just wants to give people a chance to, I guess, be in more gratitude about living, and he puts them through, in my opinion, extremes in regards to winning.
Yeah, I mean, if you pass these games or succeed, I mean, you really
value life. I don't know. But some of the people, rightfully so, maybe needed to be there, but it was just so intense.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, because you never really think about, too, like you said, those side characters, like those characters in a movie where you're like, oh, I could just kill you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Those are the ones that kind of go in the back burner. But I thought he played Frankie G as Xavier was a good one.
Okay, that's a good one. I wouldn't have thought about that one. Okay, so one that I'm going to pick, and there's another one I don't hear too much about, and there's a whole series of this movie, but I only like the first one. And I'll say, if people know, Candy Cane.
Oh, Joyride. Yeah, that was. I love Joyride. Oh yes, I love Joyride.
I love that. Yeah, and Joyride is a 2001 film starring the late Paul Walker. But Rusty Nail, the voice was played by Ted Levine. But Rusty Nail is a serial killer trucker, I guess.
Yeah, we assume he's a serial killer. I mean, we don't really know, but he's a murderer for sure.
Yeah, and this movie definitely tells you to kind of not play games with people or other drivers, like, cause
in general, don't be playing no games with people.
You know. But he's a serial killer truck driver who likes to torture people who wrong him, really. Because in the movie, I mean, had these two individuals not played this crazy, horrible joke on him, you know, they probably would have been safe. But I think he's a great villain. Like I said, they've done other movies, part 2. I think there was a part 3, but I only really rock with part 1. But I think Rusty Nail's a great villain, and I loved his voice. Like I said, it's so quotable.
Oh yeah, and you never really see him.
Yeah,
well, you don't see him, but the
voice is just so stands out. But I love Rusty Nail. So,
no, that's a good
one. I love that
name,
name, Rusty Nail.
I love it. No, that's actually a really good choice. My next pick was Michael Fassbender as David in Prometheus.
Oh
yeah, I thought very much underrated villain and kind of scary in terms of robot, AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
like David was underhandedly like that villain you kind of you didn't see.
Yeah, and I love it. And that's a great one that don't get talked about a lot. Prometheus, I thought was really good.
I enjoyed Prometheus. I even enjoyed Covenant.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't like it. I think if you think of it as standalone or prequels, if you will.
Yeah, because I think that's what it was supposed to be. Yeah, but I loved it.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed that. And again, if you're a fan of Aliens, Alien, the franchise, I think you would like Prometheus if you haven't seen it. But David, he is no Bishop.
Yeah.
He is an underrated villain for sure.
Yeah, and you got to watch them because that was the thing with David, because he had just the ulterior motives, you know what I mean?
Oh, real, yeah. And a lot of people question the science behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Like for him to be like AI, artificial intelligence, he was very smart and clever, and manipulative and sneaky. Yeah.
And that's the thing, you creating these beings who eventually outsmart you, you know, with that technology.
Yeah. But that's my pick, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with throwing some ladies. And one of our favorite films, which a lot of people don't like but I love, is Queen of the Dam.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, who's the villain? Oh, Aaliyah.
Yeah. 2002 Queen of the Dam. It's based off of Anne Rice's book. And Aaliyah plays Queen Akasha. And I know a lot of people, even particularly Anne Rice, wasn't a fan of the movie. And I think it was this movie where they said she was like, you no more adapting my films into movies. But everyone could agree that even though the movie really didn't follow the book too much, everyone loved, and I did, Akasha. Aaliyah did a great job with Akasha. I mean, she was so menacing. And like when you looked at her, you wouldn't think so. But when she transformed, especially my favorite scene in that movie was that bar scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I just think she was such a great villain. And so I would say Akasha and Queen of the Dam.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
And I think this was I think it was her last performance. Oh, and just the trajectory she could have had would have been amazing.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. But can I say though, I think it's really hard for any person to truly adapt a book into film. Only a few amount of people do that well, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's been done successfully. I'd probably say on a handful.
Give or take.
Yeah, but again, like I said, in agreement, everyone felt like, you know, she did a great performance.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Oh,
and I think she's an underrated villain.
Oh yeah, that's a great choice. Actually, I like that one. My next one is going to be also some love to the ladies. I chose Helen Mirren as Mrs. Tingle and Teacher Mrs. Tingle. I love this movie. It's such a little sleeper hit, but I do think it's gathered quite a good following now. But oh my God, I love Helen Mirren anyway. But Teacher Mrs. Tingle, like I thought that she, I don't know if you could call her a villain, but I thought she really was villainess a bit in terms of it follows like Katie Holmes plays a student who's intent on like getting good grades, wanting to be like a valedictorian, And Helen Mirren's character, Mrs. Tingle, gives her a poor grade. And all I'll say is she's intent on making it right. Mm-hmm. And it just goes all to hell when they kind of hunt a few people take Mrs. Tingle hostage.
Yeah, and she,
what made her really like cold is how she broke down people with just the words. Made you feel so small.
That was a tough teacher.
Yeah.
Dang, I mean, if I could pass to like a D, I'd probably take it.
And I will say there was one character she did seem to like. If you
will,
yeah. I don't know. So maybe a fraction of some type of niceness, but yeah, that's who I chose.
Yeah, but in order to like, you gotta take a teacher hostage. That's how.
That was extreme. I would never do that. I'll just take the failing grade.
She kind of deserved it though.
Yeah, or maybe I would have just went to the principal. I mean, that's taking it to extreme. And there's a really nice bow and arrow scene in this, I'll say. Oh, yeah, but that's who I chose.
Okay, I like that one. Mm-hmm. And I haven't seen that in a long time, so that one due for a rewatch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love that one.
Okay, so my next one is going to be 2008's The Midnight Meat Train.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, I like that.
And so the villain who I'm going to choose from the film is Mahogany. He's the main villain. And
Mahogany.
And he's played by Vinnie Jones. And so the film also stars Bradley Cooper. He plays this photographer who every night he's trying to take, pictures of the city, trying to get the raw feel of the city. And he encounters Mahogany, on a subway. And he sees that he is, I'm going to give this one away. I mean, this is an old film.
So don't give it away. Well, I'm not going to some people.
Well, no, I'm not giving away the twist, but I'm just giving you the synopsis.
You just said you was about to give it away.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to give you the synopsis. So, Mahogany is seen on these late night subway train trips, and he's murdering passengers in a brutal way.
100%.
Yeah. And then Bradley Cooper's character gets so mesmerized and obsessed with him, he follows him along. But the way he kind of murders these subway passengers is crazy. And he's nonverbal, doesn't say anything, wears a suit. It's just
yeah, that part made it more intense.
Yeah, but you'll find out why towards the end of the movie. But I just think Mahogany is a great villain. Not a lot of people talk about this film, but it's really well done to me. So The Midnight Meat Train.
Oh, I love that one. That's really good. Oh yeah, that's a really great one. I love that. Okay, so my next one is Marsha Gay Harding as Mrs. Carmody in The Mist.
Oh.
You guys, I give a lot of love and hate to The Mist. Hate because, oh my God, the ending. But I think it was a really good movie. Oh my God, Mrs. Carmody, she was just a religious fanatic. See, you would think you would be afraid of all of the stuff going on in The Mist, but it takes that one person to rile up everyone and to make the human being the biggest threat.
Yeah, and that's always a threat. You notice, like zombie apocalypse, all these type of movies, it's never, what the monster's going to do.
It's never the zombie that's the villain per se. It's the human being.
It's your neighbor.
Right.
Like you said, is the person right next to you.
Oh, yes, but Mrs. Carmody, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah, such a zealot, man.
Religious zealot.
A fanatic. Yeah, so she was just that underrated villain. Yes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think so. I had to give it to her.
And she played that role.
Oh, Marsha Gay Harden, though, please. She can play anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's who I gotta give some props to.
Okay, I got my last one. Okay, so it's a film I always talk about that I love and I think is very underrated as a whole.
I should know that then.
Oh, yes. So it's 2001's Frailty.
Oh, nice.
Yep, and the character is going to be Dad Meeks, which is played by Bill Paxton.
Daddy Meeks.
And what I like about this film is, Dad is a villain. He's the main antagonist in the film. But he's also a religious zealot who believes that...
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. God has tasked him and his two sons to kind of kill demons.
I mean, technically, didn't he, though? When you think about it, I'm just saying.
And there's a twist with this one, too. But his convictions make him believe that what he's doing is right when it seems wrong, which can be very dangerous.
Emphasis on when it seems wrong.
Yeah, but
murder is wrong. Murder is wrong, regardless. Yeah.
But I thought it was a different type of take on villain. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because is he not? But very underrated in my opinion.
Oh, I agree. And clearly a movie I didn't know initially what direction this film was going in.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, and this is actually Bill Paxton's directorial debut, which is cool.
Shout out to Bill Paxton. Oh my God, yeah.
Rest in peace. Great actor. Yeah, but Frailty.
Oh, yes. Excellent. I like that one.
Yeah, Daddy Meeks.
Okay, so actually my last one is, I don't know if too many people have seen this film, but I want to highlight it. What Keeps You Alive. So Hannah Emily as Jackie.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we always repping this movie.
You guys, don't sleep on this film. Oh my God. A lot of people will call it like a drama thriller. I think it's horrifying.
Yeah,
oh yes.
Anytime
somebody
I put it in horror.
Yeah, tracking you, trying to kill you in the woods. I'm not giving too much away. I think it's horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
But Jackie is crazy. There's no way to say it. Jackie is a true sociopath. A psychopath.
A combination. Probably.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, you guys. So I don't know how to describe that. How would you describe that?
I would just say as you have this couple.
A couple that goes into the woods for a retreat. Maybe one of them is not truly who they say they are, and then it just goes left quickly.
Has some ulterior motives.
100%.
Yeah, one partner is trying to fighting for her life.
Oh yes. And you guys, one thing I'll say, if people get a chance to watch this, there was one scene where I was literally hoping the character would have done something drastically different.
Yeah.
I was like, I like the way it ended, but I like
the way it ended, but
I was like, I would have been, you know what I'm thinking. I would have been out. I would have been gone. That's all I would say.
Yeah, because the ending is make you feel
satisfying,
good, but you kind of pissed too at the same time.
Exactly. That's what we'll say to you guys. But if you want something really fun, something a little bit different, I would say this is a must. Yes.
Yeah, and I would say don't look for this film. Don't look at the trailers. Just go in blind.
Oh yeah,
this film,
yeah. So yeah, Hannah Emily as Jackie and What Keeps You Alive.
Oh, that's great.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I think those are all some good ones. You know, I kind of debated too. You know, I'm just gonna throw in there. You know, the last one, another one I was playing with.
Oh, which one?
2014, the Creep. Creep.
Oh my God, I love him.
I'm just gotta throw that in, you guys. Joseph, who's played by Mark Duplass. I just think it's because Joseph appears like this everyday guy. He hires this videographer to kind of chronicle. He said he's dying. He wants to.
Can I say everything he said was a lie? Yeah, that guy should have been out the door
to capture his life for his unborn child. But so this guy answers the ad on Craigslist.
First strike.
Yeah, and Joseph just slowly throughout the film is being caught in lies, is doing jumping out and scaring people.
I think I would have been born 100% probably at the start, but definitely that bathtub scene.
Oh yeah, if people have seen this film, that bathtub scene.
I've been going. You should have ran out that house right then and there, in my opinion.
Yes, and I just think Joseph, but this does so well with comedy. It's a found footage film, you guys, but it does so well with comedy and horror.
Yeah.
A thrilling. It's just.
Oh my God! Can I say I love the way he does those jump scares?
Yeah. So you know you guys, if you walking down the hallway and somebody just jump out
I mean, stitches. I was cracking up from those scenes. And part 2 to me was equally enjoyable.
Yeah.
I thought he kind of met his match a bit until she figured out what was going on.
Yeah, but Joseph is a good time to me. But,
he is.
But he's scary.
Very scary. And hopefully they make a part 3.
Oh.
I'm eagerly waiting for
I had to throw him in there because I was debating putting him on the list. But to me, he got to go on the list. Yeah.
You know what I was thinking of a film, but I'll just say the whole cast, with the exception of my 2 victims in this movie, were underrated villains, but they were actually rated villains. Soft and Quiet.
Oh.
Yeah. That's considered a thriller too, but again, horrifying in different ways because it's so real. But that entire group of women were villains. Yeah. That's all I'll say about it.
And that movie touched on a lot. That came out last year. Oof.
Yeah. Oh my God. I just thought about it instantly because it was something recent.
Yeah. And again, that one plays on just regular everyday people who just.
See, the human beings once again
are horrible.
You guys, human beings are our worst villains.
Mm-hmm. That's why I always throw me zombie apocalypse. I know how to do the cardio. I know what the zombie.
I would take the vampires, the werewolves, the zombies.
It's the people. It's the people I'm looking at across the hall. What are you? What are you?
The one that's gonna push you out the door.
Yeah, and we would definitely be going because we too nice.
Too nice. The Libra in us.
I know.
Will kill us.
Because somebody would try to take us out, but if they about to fall off the cliff,
oh my God,
and they're like, "Help me." We would help them.
Yeah, we would.
And we would be tossed over, probably.
We would. We gotta get a real tough skin quickly.
Yeah, but that's what those everyday, regular villains.
Oh yeah, you guys think about it. I'm telling you, it's always the human beings, baby. In real time, even. Yes. Underrated villains. Oh yes.
Yeah, so we would love to know what are some of you guys' favorite underrated villains. Did you like our list? Have you seen some of the films we talked about? What are your thoughts on it?
Oh yeah, definitely. And again, add to the list, you guys. We're curious to kind of hear from you guys. If you've seen the films, like Mika said, is there anything that we left off that should have been on the list? All right, you guys. I guess that's it.
Yeah, we
a nice little fun, short but sweet little episode.
We don't keep you too long, you guys know.
A nice little taste. All right, you guys. Well, okay. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.